it up. We will be lying.
And today we are talking about Henricus. Henricus. Gary Henricus.
A horse. Yes.
A horse.
You wish for more information?
Matt.
Also known as Henricopolis. Oh. It is a settlement. Or was a settlement. I should have said was.
Was a settlement. Chris, could you please tell me about Henricus?
Noted ancient Roman. Not ancient Roman. There's not really ancient Rome. Is it ancient Rome? Yeah, ancient Rome, actually. That rings true.
I mean, if he was modern Rome, that'd be...
Yeah. Noted Caesar-era Rome. There we go.
There we go.
Qualifier. Drunkard.
Nice.
Just after birth of Christ sort of time, early ADs, guy is born in Gaul, sees what's going down in the Holy Land and thinks, yeah, you know what? There's some rubes for the taking here. Has a sort of relatively uneventful childhood, picks up the bottle a little bit. So he decides, right, I'm going to find the centre of empire. I am going to start my own personality cult. I'm going to become the guy. Jesus, just the warm-up act. Henricus will echo through the ages. I know what I'm about. Manages to make his way over about the next 10 years to the centre of the empire in Rome, by which time he is, as you'd imagine, well tanned. Knows his way around, knows what's going on. Sets himself up with this little cadre who've been following him as the stories have been getting grander and grander. So, don't you know I came from Gaul and X happens there? And of course, the next place you go to, nobody knows that. And you continue this and you continue this and you continue this. Eventually washes up in Rome with this cadre of 40, 50 people, whatever else, at which point the empire goes, excuse me? Yo, what? Pontificating on the steps, debating people as they did, completely takes the rug out from underneath him. Everybody gets thumbs down, lions, the whole bit, at which point he takes to the bottle, famous drunk, still shouting at the orators.
I can't tell if this is a brilliant historical story or your plan if you get sent back in time.
What do you mean sent back in time? Did you know I'm from the north?
Time he came down here, it's taken him all the last 6 months to get here.
Found his way to the seat of empire.
Yeah,
which is
that's it. Boris is going to feed me to the lions.
Yeah.
Topical.
Well, that'll be out of date by the time that goes out.
Yes.
Right. One of the complaints I get about this series is that frequently the lies are so entertaining that people forget they're not true.
Oh, well, I do that. I was trying to tell someone about Marcel and Judith the other day until I realised it was some bullshit I came up.
So with apologies to people who are used to us being the voice of truth, Gary, of the things we got in the first initial opening, yours was easily the most plausible. Both because
impressive as a reflex reaction is that.
Well, it sounds like DEFCON. It sounds like defense condition.
Yeah.
And also, it was like I came to you first. That was really quick thinking. If it's not real, but tell me about hurricane condition.
Well, pretty much
windy.
It's windy. Very, very windy. It windy. It real windy. It's so wind.
It round and round windy.
Round, windy. It's so windy. Shed fly.
Very quiet in the middle.
And then windy. Rain. Wind. Stop.
Weather.
I appreciate, Gary, your devotion to padding. It's a really good shtick.
It's how you measure a hurricane. Or this, you go DEFCON Hurcon 1 through to Hurcon 5, and you go, that one, that's a 5. It's a really blowy one. And when you get a Hurcon notification, you board up your windows and run away. And you go on the designated paths that they have in America.
Yes, they do.
Yes.
In fact, it took me ages to work out what it was. I was driving
because it didn't say. It's just a picture of a hurricane, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I was driving through Texas.
What, like Disneyland this way?
I thought it was a ninja star when I was a teenager. I thought it was why they got throwing stars on the signs.
Oh, it took me ages to work out what this odd symbol every few miles.
So
on the side
it's
of the road
like
was.
the on Caribbean islands, the sign that basically says, in case of tsunami, this is where up is.
Yes. Yeah. That's irrelevant to Hurcon, but
well,
yes.
It's very relevant to Hurcon. Yes. It's where you would go in the event of a Hurcon.
What do the numbers represent?
I bad the hurricane.
Okay.
What were you going to say?
Well, I know the amount you have to prepare for it, something like that.
Well, obviously, in a Hurricane 5, you're going to bloody move. Don't hang around. This one's really windy. There'll be a cow in it and everything.
That's a twister.
That's a twister.
That's
we all
tornadoes.
know that twisters are the weather that picks up cows. His picadillos, didn't he? He had his thing. He would go out into London. I think it's Gladstone. Hire a prostitute, which was the done thing. Take her home and then talk to her for the duration of the booked period. Lecture her about not being a prostitute, then throw her out and whip himself on the back. That was his thing.
At the beginning of that paragraph, I thought you were talking about Piccadilly. And I was hoping for a story about toast or sandwiches.
Who puts Piccadilly on toast?
I was going to say, there's something wrong with you if you put Piccadilly on toast.
Hang on, we've gone from Gladstone.
Never mind the mishearing. Never mind how quickly we've moved through this. The hell are you doing putting
Piccadilly on toast. You might as well put mustard in your eyes. You know, it's a horrible thing to do.
I've had mustard on toast before.
What is wrong with... What,
Nothing wrong with mustard on
It's
toast.
like having sweet chilli on toast.
Just
or
mustard?
butter as well.
And probably
Oh,
black
fine.
pepper if it
Oh,
was
well,
me.
we got the butter. That's fine. Which mustard? English, French, what?
English.
I like how you're doing this kind of tennis thing here.
We must know.
Baron's terrified. He's encountered things he doesn't understand.
You've opened Brannan's eyes to a whole new area of
Have
condiment.
you never had condiments on toast before?
No.
I've had cheese and brown sauce.
No, that's cheese.
Yeah. We're talking tomato sauce sandwich here.
What?
Tartar
It's
sauce
a-
sandwich.
Oh, Jesus. Horseradish?
Oh, horseradish on toast.
Forget the toast. Out of the jar
Right,
with a
yeah.
spoon.
I mean, for sake, that's like having yop on a baguette. I mean, you're just putting substances together.
The Newgate novel, if I can sort of bring this back.
yeah,
What's that got to do with tartar sauce?
One of the convicts was done for tartar sauce rustling. Rolling a barrel of tartar sauce.
Surely
down the street.
tartar sauce clinking, with being in jars.
No, it's just a barrel of it.
That's-
Nothing. What's in that barrel, sir? Water.
Let me stick my bit of bread in there, sir.
I have a slice of toast here. It just so happens that if this is water, it will be utterly spoiled. However, if it is tartar sauce, as we know, that is a great delicacy. My lad, delicious though this is, I am taking you in for tartar sauce rustling.
Of course, in France, they took up with the idea and replaced truncheons with baguettes.
First day, it's for eating. Second day, it's for beating convicts to death.
For eating and beating.
Sorry, you said a baguette lasts a day. In the afternoon, it's for meat. We've invented a bread product that lasts no more than an hour.
I have taken this bread home. She's wasted.
So, are we pissing off a different nationality each show?
Looking
here?
that way. Looking
The only way
that
to get a fresh baguette is to actually have some kind of bread baguette slot on a boulangerie that you wrap your mouth round and have one. Where am I going with this?
I don't know. Where are you going?
No, everybody be calm.
There is also something here in America that is an early roller coaster that is called the Morch Chunk Switchback Railway.
I both trust and utterly distrust that ride.
I'm just trying to imagine, who thought the word chunk was a good word to put?
Well, that's the name of the place where it was. This was a 9-mile track.
I don't know what it is, but we're going.
Because this is 1827. So what didn't they have for this railway?
Power.
Harrison Ford. Just.
I mean,
Lucasfilm
the point.
special effects.
Yeah, they didn't have that. So obviously, gravity, they can get cars down. How do they get the cars back up?
Girt big men shoving up.
You're close.
Whoever's on the ride next.
I guess it's not a loaded car pulls down an empty car scenario.
No.
here.
Levitation.
Hosses.
Yes, you're absolutely right. Mules.
Yeah.
But they would send down enough cars, and then they would send down the mules
In the car.
In the car.
in the car.
Oh, they
and in
get
fact,
a
yes, have a
ride.
point. And then
the
that's
little
Probably not how they felt about it, Gary.
Yeah, but the first time they might be like, well, what the hell is all this? We all would be. But then they'd be like, fantastic. They'd be going down the little ears and be flapping in the window like that.
I think you've chronically misunderstood what it is to be a mule, my friend.
There's a bloke halfway down doing a drawing of it so they can buy it when they get to the bottom, when there's a souvenir of their day.
There's always the smart mule who works out where the etching guy is so they can make a face. No, I reckon people saw the mules come off going, they look pretty excited. I'm having a go on that. And then
That is basically what happened. I mean, I don't think it was the mules there, but it was people going, this is an exciting ride.
Is that this is fun wasted on mules, basically?
And then someone else went, well, we can charge for this when there's not enough coal to move.
Or mules to play with.
Or steady.
Lonely country town, let's say.
That was basically the world's first roller coaster.
Someone sat on the back of one of the mules as it goes down. This is f***ing awesome.
That is Indiana Jones, just a century
Slim
too early.
Pickens right in the bottom.
Yeah.
Dr. Strangelove with a mule in the compartment.
Sadly, that has now been dismantled. There is a trail there you can walk down, but I imagine that's not the same.
Ironically, a trail there you could ride a mule down, which is
Yes.
worse for all concerned, isn't it?
I mean, you could ride a mule down on a little wagon with some wheels.
Oh my god, yeah. Wagon wheels. They're just going to go squishy.
They'd overheat and get flat spots. Yeah.
They're smaller than they used to be anyway.
You can't trust a marshmallow bearing.
Striking truck drivers blocked all the access streets going into the capital, but they were able to work out what routes were free, what factories still had some workers that could send things out, and they used this central computer for it.
Oh, it had Google Maps. Not really back then.
No, Bing.
But oh god, what?
I see you want to visit the centre of the Atlantic Ocean.
Oh.
Here is a picture of France. Thanks, Ben.
Thanks, Bing. Bing would be so much better if it was voiced by Bing Crosby. So, I see you want to find out more about York and England, do you? Well, son, here you go.
Except it's Bing, so you'd just be given a map of the New York tube system.
Son, why do you want to go anywhere else?
That's all you need to know about York. You're not there.
Swell game, fellas.